Okay, hi, I'm gonna do my best to try to do a quick little video here. So, this baby is at the point where your baby is, where I've got the head is on and attached, but it's not fused around the neck yet. As you can see, it's not fused around the neck yet. So I'm just gonna show you a quick tutorial on how to fuse it. So one of the first things you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take some naphtha, and you're gonna want to take a paper towel, and I've got naphtha in a bowl here, and soak it really good, and you're gonna want to really wipe down that area really, really, really good. Another suggestion would be, and I don't know if you have the product here or there at your place, but it definitely is a good idea, especially when you're buying kits that are older, maybe have been sitting around for a while. I do this anyway. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I buy this product from Smooth On. It's probably going to be backwards in your thing. It's called Inhibit X. It's a really good product for helping silicone stick to silicone. And I like to use it anywhere where I'm doing seam work or if I'm attaching a head. Again, I take a piece of paper towel and I just pour a little on here. And I do the wipe down just like I did with the naphtha. You can use Novox instead of the naphtha if you want, but this is the only product I know that does this particular thing. What this does is if there's anything that got on the silicone at all that makes it so that the silicone doesn't want to stick to itself, it will create a barrier. It also helps with adhesion. So I like to add it before I paint, before I do any additional silicone. It is pricey. You get it through Smooth On or like a Reynolds Advanced Materials is where I get mine, but it is a Smooth On product. Anyway, so it just is really, really helpful to have that. Okay, so first thing I do is I've got some silicone here that's the same color as what this baby was mixed in. I take a little bit apart. B is the color that is the one that has the pigment in it. When I send it to you, when I sent that to you, the B has the pigment in it. And then I take a little bit of the clear, about equal parts. It should be equal parts. Put those in a little container. You can use a paint palette, you can use a plastic bowl. I also use, a lot of time my son eats a lot of Lunchables, so I save the Lunchable things and wash them out and use them. I just didn't have one right now, so I've got a little of this mixed up, part A and part B in this Tupperware dish here. It'll peel out when it cures. So I'm gonna try to do this so that you can see it. I've got my camera propped up. Okay, so I hold the baby down like this, and I take a little, I'm sorry, the other thing you're gonna need is a heat gun. I've got a heat gun here. That's the other thing I use. Okay, so you're gonna take a little stir stick and you're gonna put a little of that silicone in this opening, fill it up kind of. Less is more because it will run down the sides and it's hard to catch. Then I take my finger in this like little bowl of naphtha. You might want to wear gloves. I don't wear them, but I always suggest you do. I don't. And you smooth out the silicone. And then you hit it with the heat gun until this cures. Don't want to do it too much because it can sometimes bubble the silicone. So we just keep doing this. Like I have some droppies right here, but that's okay because I'm gonna go over that again. We keep doing this until that is cured, and then we just keep going over it layer by layer until we have a connection of the head and neck, and until it's nice and smooth. I'll keep doing the front here for you on the video. I hope you can see it. Okay, that's cured. So I'm gonna do the next layer. It's hard for me to hold this while I'm trying to film this, sorry. Hold on, this container's a pain. It's easier if you have a smaller well for the stuff to be in. I think I'm just gonna mix more of it, hold on. If I mix more, it's easier for me to dip into. I just was trying to do less. You'll wanna just do a little at a time. Just choose something smaller, a smaller container. Like I said, I usually use like a paint pellet or a like a Lunchable container because this is too big. It's spreading out too much. It's making it hard for me to dip into. Okay. And this stuff cures pretty quickly. So you want it, that's another reason why you only want to use a little bit at a time because you'll waste too much of it if you mix up too much at once. Okay, so I'm gonna add, can you see that? Okay, I think you can. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more here. Again, less is more, so I'm just gonna do that little front part here and I'm gonna smooth this out, smooth it up the neck and up into the head. Kind of make sure I've got it all under control so it's not dripping all over the place. And we're gonna do another layer, so it's not perfect this layer, but that's okay. We might even do 2 more layers, so that's fine. Move this out of the way so it doesn't heat. And then I'm going to cure this. So I got a little bit of runoff here, which is okay still because it's not my final layer, but it's a little bit more than I want. So I'm just gonna kind of cut that away so that my next layer can cover all that, which it will when I get around to the side. But we're just gonna focus on this part right now. And again, less is more. So we're even gonna do less this time because I'm just focusing on that area. A little bit more, okay. I'm gonna smooth that out. When you are doing layer by layer like this, now that the silicone underneath is warm because it's been being hit with a heat gun, it will cure your other silicone faster. So you have to work faster. If you want to have more work time than that, let it cool off a little bit between layers if you need a little more work time. All right, I'm gonna do another one there. All right, again, get my finger a little wet in the naphtha. Again, if you wanna wear gloves, it's probably a good idea, or you can use a brush. I know some people use a brush when they're doing the naphtha, when they're doing their seam work or their fusing versus their fingers. I've just always used my fingers. I'm not promoting that that's the safest thing to do, but that's what I do. We're getting little tiny bubbles there because it's getting a little hot, but I still gotta do another layer so it'll cover that. Okay, I'm gonna do one more layer right in here. Now this one I'm gonna tap out a little bit with my finger to kind of have it spread more. Do it a little quicker because it's pretty warm. Okay, and then up here, so we've got that neck is looking really good now. Now I'm gonna take it, make sure I do it further away with the heat gun and not as like direct, because I'm trying to avoid those bubbles this time. Let's see, oh, that's cured. Okay, so then I'm gonna work my way around. I'm gonna turn the baby over. So I've got that spot there that I do not like still. So I don't like that right there. So I'm gonna cut that off some more. Silicone's pretty forgiving, which is nice. You can cut that away and put it in. So I'm gonna start filling in right here. Work that around. I'm actually glad I got that little bump this time so that I can show you what I do when I get them, because you're bound to get them sooner or later, and it's frustrating and kind of scary if you don't realize what you can do with it. But it's you know, practice is a good thing, and if it isn't perfect, you can always cut silicone away and fix it. It's a good thing. Go right up in this area here. Pat it out and blend the ends. Blend the edges, I guess is a better word. still am not really happy with that right there, but this is what I'm gonna do at this point. There's an indent right here, and I'm going to work on blending it here to blend it down with that area and out. Make sure it's nice and smooth, especially since we're getting up here close to the face. It's like, we don't want to mess that up. Okay. Be careful not to put too much heat on it. If you feel like you've had it on the heat for a long time, just pull it away for a second. Your silicone will, like if you like set it on the ear for too long or on a finger or something like that, or any place really, it will blow up kind of, it'll like balloon out. I'm gonna put a little bit more right here to kind of blend this in. Right in here. Perfect, perfect, okay. And you do this same thing that I'm doing all the way around the head until it's finished. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me. And usually through my Facebook Messenger is the best way to contact me. And yeah, I'm gonna continue working on this myself. And if you have any more questions, let me know. Thanks.